Greetings! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca Ultimate Wellhouse Pennywise. And I always like to start with the articulation, just how I do things. He has double jointed elbows, which have good range. He does have trying to get this on camera, a bicep swivel. His arms move out that far, and he has a hinge on the wrist, depending on where you rotate it. Right here at the forearm, you can get it to go in and out or up and down. That is on both arms. We remove this stand, which I'll get into later. He doesn't come with that, but he has thigh rotation. Legs can move up that far. You can move back about, let me see, back that far. His legs can spread quite well. He also does have ankle pivot, which is very nice. I think Neca should be doing that on more of their figures. That's his widest stance with both feet flat on the floor. He has double jointed knees, which again, I think Neca should be doing on more of their figures. You can make it work, you can make it look nice, you just gotta workshop it a little bit. And he has a rotation at the waist. It can move back about that far and forward a little bit. He has a neck joint that allows him to look down, not so much up. If you try to move it up, his head's gonna pop off due to the ruffle kind of stuff that he has going on in his neck area. But he's very well detailed, as Neca is known to do. Just immaculate, screen, pretty much perfect detail. I do believe Neca does get the final, what is it? Like the final concepts of the characters, so that they can accurately portray them how they were in the movie, which I believe is a fantastic way to do it, because companies like Hasbro don't really get to do that. You know, they have to coincide their toys with the release of the movie, and 9 times out of 10 the figures are released before the movie and the details are off. His head can rotate. It can kind of do 360, but without the head popping off, I don't think so. As you can see, this is one of the alternate heads where he has the fence post going through his head. And what you can do is that you can remove that if you like, and you can see there's a hole right there. And there's also a little hole right there. What you want to do is take this and just slide it in like so. As for accessories, we'll get into those now. He comes with this alternate hand, which he got after he got really pissed off after Bev stuck that in his face. But this hand is very well done. You can see like the details on it where the glove is splitting apart. Very, very excellent. So that's really cool. An added thing, these are the bells that you hear jingling on him in the movie. They're on his his wrists and his ankles, which I thought was interesting. I didn't even know that detail until I got this figure, which is why I wanted to point it out. But let me get into his other stuff. Alternatively, he comes with these two pairs of gripping hands, but he comes with nothing to really grip. You can get him in a pose where it looks like he's grabbing the fence post in his head, but, you know, that's only like, just like a little thing you can do if you want to do that. It does come with another splayed open kind of I'ma get your hand. Which I think is way better than just the kind of flat open palm hands that the original release came with. Comes with some more alternate heads. This one I would say is my favorite for sure. Just a very creepy, spooky clown face. Which I do enjoy it a lot. Just because of how like nightmare fuel dude. It's like just so damn creepy. And lastly, we have a head that I modded, but only with paint. You know, so it looks like he just got through eating or tearing into a kid or something. I really like the way this paint job came out. See if I can get it in the lighting a bit better. Well, I'll go ahead and display them for y'all with the alternate heads so you can see what those look like on the body. First, I'm going to do this one simply because I'm not a fan of it. Like, it's not a badly done head or anything, it's just like such a specific head. And it only happened in like one short scene. I don't really see people being able to get a lot of good pictures with this head. And also, he does not want to stand. And the feet do move forward and back, of course. But, there we go. Now he's standing. What it looks like with that head on. Let's get the other two out of the way. I'll do my favorite last. And we'll get into a size comparison. So here he is with the teeth bared kind of look. I think this head looks very nice. Looks very good on him. Very well done. Still love the way that paint job came out. It was nice. Lastly Nelson, we have my favorite head, which is his super creepy, like drooling, about to eat a kid face. if I saw this shit coming at me, I would be dropping bricks. Because this actor is like pretty damn tall to boot. Like he is a good like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. Just incredibly ridiculous. Taking a sip of some water. And we'll get down another Neca figure to do a size comparison. Put Pennywise to the side. And we'll bring in Michael. Here's another one of my favorite Neca figures that they released. As you can see, well, I need to have Pennywise standing straight up. Give me a second. Get the best possible side comparison. As you can see, they're pretty evenly scaled, I would say. Let's go back to back. And yeah, I think he scales really well with the rest of the Neca figures. If you're gonna pose him with like a contemporary line or more contemporary line like Marvel Legends or for some reason Black Series, if you want to get really weird with it, he is a good like inch or two higher than those figures. So what I would recommend is at least posing him with characters that make sense. You know, someone that would actually probably fight something like Pennywise. You know, I'm not here to harsh your style if you want to do that. Like I said, to get into the stand, as I was saying, he's really hard to pose. And I made this out of just a coat hanger, not coat hanger, but just a wire hanger. And I bent it into shape. You know, wrapped it around the base. Yeah, there we go. Right on cue. Thank you. And what I do is I shove it in his butt. And then I pose him around. Make sure the stand's gonna support him the way I want him to be supported. Which is a little difficult to do on camera, I gotta be honest. But when you get it done, he stands just fine. So you can get him into more hunched over and crazy looking poses. But all in all, I would consider this figure an excellent figure if you're looking for it. They are at Target, $30. Very, very worth your money. And it is, just one of the best figures that Neca has came out with. Aside from that little gripe I have about the stand, standing, I mean, NECA does have stands that you can buy. They're just like little discs about like that big, maybe like a bit bigger, that you can use to help him stand, like $10, and comes with a bunch of them. I'd recommend getting those with him, and just for your NECA figures in general, because some of them don't really like to stand all that well. But in the end, I gotta say is the figs are out there, and creep it real, my friends. Creep it real.